Hello, this is Dr. Tom Callahan, the Director of Math and Science K-12 for the Pelham School District. I just wanted to record a short video to help parents and students understand some of the e-learning that we'll be doing during our emergency closure. I'd like to start with math and the math assignments that were sent home via Dr. Garcia's letter earlier this week. I'm going to share my screen with you and just go through the letter so you can see what the expectations are on the math side of things. So bear with me as I do that. On the K-5 level, this is the document that Dr. Garcia sent home. If you go to the math column where it says Math Day 1, March 18th, you'll see 3 assignments, and we'll start with kindergarten. So kindergarten has Math Day 1. Those are our assignments for the first day of our closure on March 18th. As you click through the document, you'll see that there are some fluency exercises and some conceptual understanding exercises that are provided for the students in this link. One of the things I wanted to make clear is if you don't have a printer at home, it's okay to write the problems out in a notebook and have the students solve them in that notebook. We understand that not everybody has access to a printer. We've also limited the number of problems we give each day for these paper assignments so that too much printing isn't needed. The other thing I want to call your attention to is the 2 other links that are in this block. And again, this is for kindergarten. K2 offline math activities to try at home are just supplemental activities that students can use if they've already completed the Math Day 1 activities and you're looking for some extensions to that learning. In addition to that, we have additional math tools and games and websites for practice. These are more online digital math tools and games that help students practice some of the skills that we're working on in kindergarten. You'll notice as you progress into grade 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 that each of the assignments is set up the same way. There's a day 1 assignment that we'd ask that you complete with your student. Then there's additional work that can be done either offline or online, and that includes practice and gaming. So that's considered supplementary work if you're looking to give a student who's finished their assigned daily work some extra math practice. As you move through the document to day 2, you'll notice it's set up the same way, and it's set up this way throughout our 2-week emergency plan for closure. On the science side of things, if you click here where it says Next Generation Phenomena-Based Learning, that'll bring up this document that explains K-5 science instruction throughout the closure. I'm going to scroll on down to the table with the assignments for each grade level. And again, set up a lot like math, except a little bit more compressed. The assignment on day 1 is Alligators in Ice for kindergarten. It's a short video. And the idea behind each of these videos that are assigned basically every other day, because one day will be science and the opposite day will be social studies, these every other day assignments are videos, and they're what we call phenomena-based videos. So we show students something that's interesting and will spark some questions, and we'll ask them basically to make some observations and write those questions down in a notebook. This is what we've been working on, and it's really more skill-based than content-based. The idea that a scientist makes observations and keeps track of those observations, and we scaffold that approach by grade level. So it gets more and more complex as you go from kindergarten into 5th grade. However, the assignments, as you see, are the same. They'll watch a video and record some of their observations from that phenomena-based video in a science notebook. How to keep that science notebook is described right below the table. We understand that in kindergarten and 1st grade, students are still learning how to read and write. So the entries in the notebook can be really pictures or any representation the student has of the video they watch and the questions they have. We'd like for the students, as much as possible, to enter things into their notebook, but certainly on the kindergarten level, some parent help might be needed. We're not expecting that the entries look like the work of a high school student or of a parent, but we'd expect them to be drawings that you would get from a kindergartner or a 1st grader. These videos are actually aligned to our next generation science standards. They were picked specifically for the grade level because these are concepts the students will be working on in kindergarten through 5th grade according to our new standards. So again, all we're looking to do is help students keep a science notebook on the phenomena they observe while watching these videos. For students in the upper grades, really starting in 2nd grade, we want them to write the title of the clip, some observations that they make, a reflection on what they learned that they didn't know before, then any new questions that the video might have caused them to have. We'll keep this notebook throughout the closure, and once we are back face-to-face, the notebook can be submitted to the teacher, and the teacher will work with the students to talk about what was observed in each of the videos over the duration of the emergency closure. So I'm going to go back to the regular view for the video conference that I'm recording now, and just hope that you find this video to be of help to you. Feel free to share it with your friends if it helps to explain the math and science assignments that are being given throughout this emergency closure. Again, these are our initial plans for the 2 weeks that we're closed. We'll be reflecting on our practices and the assignments that we've been given, and we will, in the event that the closure extends beyond the 2 weeks, take some of the feedback we get from teachers, students, and parents and use that to inform any of the assignments we give in the future. So that just about does it for now. Again, this only explains the assignments for our upcoming 2 weeks of emergency closure, but not for any instruction that will happen beyond that. More news about that will be forthcoming. So again, I hope you found this video to be helpful, and hopefully we'll have the students back in class sooner rather than later. So my best to all of you. I hope your families stay safe and healthy, and we'll be talking to you again soon.